Nope, 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 nope.
While exploring the vast emptiness of the desert, a Reddit user stumbled upon something unexpected. A dusty journal half buried in the sand. At first glance, it seemed like nothing more than a forgotten stack of college notes. But when they turned to the last page, everything changed. There, written in shaky handwriting, was a heartfelt thank you and an emotional farewell to someone who had made college unforgettable. Below was a list of people to contact, and all of the person's passwords on the back. 3 names were mentioned, individuals seemingly tied to the story. It read less like an ending to a class project and more like a final goodbye. Many believed it was a suicide note. Shaken, the Redditor contacted the authorities, hoping they had just uncovered the missing piece in a cold case no one had solved until now. While walking past an old, crumbling building in the Scottish countryside, a group of men suddenly heard loud, echoing bangs coming from the back. Intrigued and a little spooked, they crept around to investigate. But when they got there, nothing. Not a soul in sight. One of the men stood still, eyes scanning the eerie silence. That's when it happened.
You think it's a ghost?
It is a ghost.
It's just a wind.
Wait. Must be a ghost.
No, it's a wind.
No, it's a ghost.
Let's go. It's a fucking ghost.
There's nothing else there. Yeah, what else could it be?
Strangely, the trees stood perfectly still, with no breeze, no rustling leaves, and no sign of wind at all. So what was it? A restless spirit lingering in the shadows, just as they feared, or something else entirely? Friends were filming themselves rapping deep in the forest when things suddenly took a wild turn.
পুরি বাইকর পাইপ গান শটগান হাতে লইয়া চল গলিতে গলিতে পোলা পাইপ করে শর গেজা পড়তে গেলে হেলায় সব দেয় তোর তার চিরা মাথা গরম আমার পিস্তল লোড আবার বাড়ি পুরা ঢাকা আসি মুট ফির ডোট বয়স যখন 1-8
Out of nowhere, a furious swarm of bees launched a full-on attack. Chaos. In a situation like that, if you don't move fast, you're in danger. Thankfully, they managed to escape without any major injuries, but it took them a while before they could even recover their phone. Nature wasn't playing around. Sunshineable was out in the woods filming a fun TikTok video to showcase her outfit when something chilling happened.
Nope, 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 nope.
As she danced and twirled, her camera unknowingly captured a dark, shadowy figure lurking in the background, covered in black fur, watching her intently. Before she could even process what she'd seen, the figure quickly vanished into the trees. Panicking, Sunshineable snatched up her phone and bolted, heart racing. Some believe the mysterious figure could be a juvenile Bigfoot, while others think it's just someone in a costume playing a prank. Given Sunshineable's reputation for creating authentic, unstaged content, many are left wondering, is this an eerie encounter caught on camera, or just another trick of the woods? The truth remains a mystery. On February 10th, 2012, a group of hikers ventured deep into the snowy forests of Finland. As they made their way along a remote trail, a chilling metallic hum suddenly echoed through the air, not from the woods around them, but from above.
Mistä vitusta toi tulee?
The sound was eerie, mechanical, and unlike anything they had ever heard. Frozen in place, the hikers recorded the bizarre noise as it droned on for nearly 10 minutes. It didn't match any known animal, machine, or natural phenomenon. To this day, no one knows what caused it, and the mystery remains unsolved. While strolling through the garden of his apartment complex, the man casually snapped a few photos, just testing the shutter sound, clicking without much thought or focus. He wasn't trying to capture anything special, but out of the 5 shots he took, one image stood out, and not in a good way. Something or someone appeared in the frame. He hadn't noticed anything strange at the time. No movement, no figures lurking in the background. So what was it? Just pareidolia messing with his mind? Or had he accidentally captured something far more unsettling? A man stumbled upon something strange tucked away inside a tree, and instead of investigating further, he pulled out his phone and started filming. Rather than exploring nearby trees, he uploaded the video online, joking that he might have uncovered a leprechaun's secret stash. After all, Irish legends say leprechauns hide their gold deep in forests or at the end of rainbows. But something about this felt different, like someone hid it there for a reason only they understand. What was it? While hiking through Queensland, Australia, a man came across a parked car and noticed something bizarre. A massive, greasy handprint smeared across the back window. What caught his attention wasn't just the size, but the strange, oily residue, something often linked to the elusive Yowie, Australia's answer to Bigfoot. Even weirder, the thumb sat unusually low, more like an ape's hand than a human's. In one of the photos, a regular human hand can be seen for scale, and while it's not crystal clear, the size difference is hard to ignore. With similar mysterious prints reported all over the world, it's enough to make you wonder, what left that mark? An explorer recently ventured into an abandoned building near a cemetery, and what he found nearly made his heart stop.
I don't know if I should say anything just yet, but look.
At first glance, it looked like something straight out of a horror movie. A half-open coffin resting in the middle of the room, with what appeared to be a freshly deceased body inside. For a moment, he was frozen in disbelief. Was this real? Turns out it wasn't. The entire setup was an insanely detailed prank, designed to terrify anyone bold enough to step inside. And honestly, it worked. Even he had to admit it had him fooled for a second. Still, props to whoever pulled this off, and wish him luck, because he's still exploring the place. A cemetery groundskeeper recently shared a chilling discovery that has the internet buzzing. According to him, a fellow employee stumbled upon something deeply unsettling on the far western edge of the graveyard, a strange, foul-smelling object tucked away near a tree. While some coworkers felt an eerie discomfort, Odin's Raven believed the item had spiritual weight and should be left alone. Then another Redditor weighed in with a theory that sent shivers down spines. The object might be part of a dark ritual. They claimed it contained a bird's heart and liver, mixed with feces, all wrapped in a sock that belonged to someone buried nearby. Piercing the sock were 2 knives, one allegedly used to kill the bird, the other to pin the soul. The purpose? One knife to bind the person's spirit to the cemetery, the other to cut their connection to the afterlife. In short, they believed this was a curse meant to trap a soul on Earth and doom it to eternal unrest. Could this be the real reason behind the strange artifact? Or is it just internet lore gone too far? The video opens on a chilling shot, a tombstone marked Maria Melgar, with a cross eerily formed from punched-out holes. The cameraman and his friend exchange uneasy glances, wondering what was once placed there. As the camera slowly pans back, one of them points to a grave in the distance, his brother's final resting place. But then they see it.
What the hell? Since when are the Mormons in a Christian graveyard? No, this isn't a Christian graveyard. What the hell is he doing over there, though? Why is he right in front of my brother's grave?
A tall, slender figure in a suit, motionless in front of the grave, faceless, silent, watching. What happened next? No one truly knows. Amy Pendleton from New Hampshire believes she may have captured something truly eerie on camera at the infamous Gilson Cemetery in Nashua, a place long wrapped in ghost stories and local legends. In a TikTok video she posted, a 360-degree scan of the graveyard reveals a strange, shadowy figure lurking nearby.
Do me a favor, go to Google Maps right now from wherever you are. Put in Gilson Cemetery, Nashua, New Hampshire. It is a historical site, rumored to be haunted, blah, blah. Go on Street View, take a 360, and take a little stroll down the road. Just look. There's a ghost right there.
Some skeptics shrug it off as a blurry passerby, but Amy can't shake the feeling that it might be something more, something supernatural. Gilson Cemetery has long been the center of chilling tales, whispers of a ghostly woman in white, the cries of a wandering baby, and now, possibly, a new spirit caught on film. This eerie photo was snapped on June 29, 2013, at exactly 8:02 a.m. by a motion-activated trail camera. In the frame, a tall, shadowy figure stands upright near a hunting blind, appearing in just one shot, then vanishing from others taken just minutes apart. That rules out tricks of light or drifting shadows. Whatever it was, it moved. Enhanced images show what looks like broad shoulders, defined chest muscles, and even bare patches on the face. Using 3 different measurement methods, experts estimate its height between 6.6 and 6'10". Too tall for your average person, but right in line with something else. Could this be a Sasquatch? What else fits the bill? Kuheli ignited a fiery debate online after posting a clip from Loon Season 7, claiming it might show Bigfoot caught on camera.
Thought I heard something.
We gotta get the hell moving. We gotta get the hell moving. We gotta get the hell moving.
Some viewers insist it's nothing more than an elk, citing what looks like a white rump, but others aren't so sure, arguing the creature's gait is way too primate-like to dismiss. The problem? The figure stays just far enough away to keep the mystery alive, fueling speculation rather than settling it. Tempo Off-Road recently shared a mysterious trail camera photo from an elderly family member in Kentucky, and it's got the internet buzzing. Some swear it's Bigfoot, others argue it's a skunk ape, but here's the twist. The creature looks eerily like a regular gorilla. And last we checked, gorillas don't just wander the woods of Kentucky. So what is it? A cryptid, or an escaped zoo animal? In 2018, a woman snapped an eerie photo in her backyard in Boone, North Carolina. The image shows a tall humanoid figure partially concealed by trees, almost blending seamlessly with the forest. For many, this unsettling photo only adds fuel to the fire of growing evidence suggesting the existence of elusive forest dwellers. However, one sharp-eyed observer noticed something strange. A center line running down the figure's body that looks strikingly like the seam of a zipper. Could this be proof of a mysterious creature or just someone in a suit? At first glance, this 2007 photo taken near Nashville, Tennessee, seems like a charming snapshot of two young friends casually strolling down a serene, tree-lined path. But upon closer inspection, something eerie emerges. Just ahead of the children, a faint, ghostly figure resembling a child appears to materialize from the mist. Some even claim there's another shadowy presence lurking further down the road. With the land once home to a plantation before the Civil War, the chilling question remains. Could these mysterious figures be lingering spirits from a troubled past that simply refuse to fade away? While hiking along a serene trail in the heart of Essex Village, a man was simply recording the peaceful beauty of nature. However, when he later watched the footage, something unsettling caught his eye. For a brief moment, a ghostly, smoke-like figure materialized in the frame, its head and hands faintly visible before vanishing into the air. Locals are speculating that it could be the legendary village spirit, a figure deeply woven into the village's folklore. But is this a genuine paranormal encounter? Or could there be a more logical explanation lurking just beneath the surface? One fateful night, deep in the heart of Mexico's dense wilderness, a lone hiker stumbled upon an unsettling sight. As he navigated through the dark, whispering woods, something caught his eye high up in the trees. There, amidst the shadows, loomed a figure that appeared disturbingly human. Yet something about it was undeniably off. What did he truly witness that night? Was it a fleeting glimpse of something otherworldly lurking in the treetops? Or was it merely an elaborate trick designed to send chills down his spine? It was a quiet night, just a group of friends unwinding, when something eerie broke the calm.
What is that? Guys, what is... Oh, shit. What the...
Emerging from the darkness was a face pale, hairless, and unmistakably not human. The tension was thick, hearts pounding, but then, without warning, the footage cuts. No explanation. No clue. What happened next? That's a mystery that still sends chills down their spines. While walking along an old, abandoned railroad track with her brother and his girlfriend's family, a woman snapped a simple photo. But when she looked at it later, something chilling caught her eye. In the top right corner of the image, several shadowy figures appeared that looked like they were walking straight toward the group. No one remembered seeing anyone else out there. And these figures? They weren't just eerie, they looked wrong, dark, distorted, and not human. A backpacker once shared a chilling video from the DeSoto mine in Arizona, calling it the creepiest place they'd ever explored.
I really hope it's not my eyes playing with me, but like...
At the time, all they could hear was the steady drip of water echoing through the empty tunnels. But when they reviewed the footage later, they were stunned to hear something else. The unmistakable sound of footsteps on wood in a place that was completely deserted. That eerie moment was enough to make them turn back, cutting their exploration short as the mine's unsettling vibe grew too intense to ignore. Back in 2003, Jay had a photo snapped by a friend during a visit to Pyramid Lake. Years later, while looking through old memories, they noticed something chilling, which appears to be the faint figure of a little girl in the background. Some swear it's evidence of something paranormal, especially considering Pyramid Lake's long-standing reputation for eerie happenings. Others brush it off as a trick of the light or a camera glitch. But the figure is so eerily clear, so human, that it's hard not to ask, was it just a coincidence? While hiking through a remote, unfamiliar forest, a backpacker stumbled upon something utterly baffling.
Привет, парни, я тут в шоке. Решил прогуляться по территории. Посмотрите, какой забор. Вот это забор. Я просто в ахуе. Сейчас покажу еще. Вот это забор. Вон он кончается. И вон там кончается. Вон угол.
A massive wall rising out of the wilderness with no warning, no signs, and no explanation. It seemed to stretch endlessly, untouched by time or reason. Just the sight of it sent chills down his spine, reminding many online of something straight out of the Truman Show. What was its purpose? Who built it? Why here, in the middle of nowhere? The mystery has ignited wild speculation. And if we only knew its exact location, we might finally uncover the truth behind this eerie enigma. Back in 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to add a little thrill to their Halloween by joining a ghost tour at the historic and notoriously haunted Concordia Cemetery. At one point during the tour, they stopped to snap a group photo. Their guide kindly offered to take the shot while they posed ahead under the eerie glow of the cemetery lights. That night, as they reviewed the pictures back at home, one friend's sister noticed something that made her blood run cold. In the background of their group photo was a shadowy figure wearing a hat, seemingly strolling right past them. The strange part? No one had seen anyone near them when the photo was taken. Terrified, she demanded they leave immediately. And when she showed the picture to the rest of the group, their excitement quickly turned to dread. From that night on, they made a pact. No more ghost tours. Was it just a random person they somehow didn't notice? Or did they unknowingly capture something far more chilling, something not meant to be seen? In 2014, two young women set out on the treacherous Kalalau Trail in Hawaii, unaware of the ordeal that awaited them. Midway through the hike, the weather took a dangerous turn. Rain poured down, flooding the trail and making the terrain slick and perilous. With no phone service and rising rivers blocking their path, they were forced to brave the night in the heart of the jungle. Just when hope seemed to fade, the distant thump of a helicopter echoed through the trees. Miraculously, the rescuers spotted the white towels the women had hung up to dry as an improvised signal that saved their lives. They were airlifted to safety, a powerful reminder that preparation and quick thinking can mean the difference between disaster and rescue in the wild. While exploring the infamous zombie road alone, a man couldn't shake the eerie feeling that he was being watched. This stretch of road has long been shrouded in dark legends, once home to an orphanage that tragically burned down in the early 1900s. Many believe the spirits of the children who perished in that fire still linger there, and countless visitors have reported chilling encounters with ghostly figures. As the sun began to set, the man decided to snap a photo of the fading light filtering through the trees. But this was before digital cameras, so he wouldn't see what he captured until the film was developed days later. When he finally did, his blood ran cold because staring back at him were shadowy shapes that looked an awful lot like children. Could this be proof that the lost souls of Zombie Road are still watching? TikTok user Tia Langley and her friends decided to explore using the mysterious Randonautica app, which led them to an eerie, abandoned location. Tia filmed the entire adventure, but things took a chilling turn fast. Take a look.
What? Are your brights on? Can you turn your brights on? Oh shit, so there's like a big pool of water over there. Yeah, don't go over there. Just stay here. Don't move. Should we get out? Yeah, we should. Holy fucking shit! Go! Stop, just go, just leave. Go, 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 go! That was someone on the other side! That was someone on the other side! I don't know where to get out of here. Slow down, go that way, 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 go that way. Just keep going.
In part 2 of the video, the terrifying truth unfolded. A group of men suddenly appeared out of nowhere, slamming on the car doors and chasing the group in a heart-pounding scene. Trapped in a truly unsettling situation, Tia and her friends were left shaken, haunted by one question: what would have happened if they had stepped out of the car? On July 2nd, 2020, what started as an ordinary drive for Chisa quickly took a chilling turn.
Padre cielo que estás en lo nuestro.
While trailing another car, something strange caught their eye. A mysterious figure with glowing eyes seemed to be peering out from the trunk. Gripped by curiosity and unease, Kisa instinctively pulled out their phone and started recording, desperate to capture the eerie sight. As the video came to a close, a distressed sound, presumably from Kisa, echoed through, hinting at the fear and confusion they felt in that moment. Since then, the video has gone viral, sparking countless theories online. But despite all the speculation, the truth behind what Kisa saw remains a haunting mystery. YouTuber Michael Luzzi recently revisited Split Rock Road in New Jersey, a place where he once had a chilling encounter. As he stood in the eerie silence of the woods, something caught his eye.
For here, so. Oh, what is that light?
Oh, there's a light over there.
Yo, what the hell? What is that? Yo! Yo! Oh, nah.
Let's welcome back from this.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go down here real quick and see what is down here.
Two mysterious lights appeared, one hovering high in the trees, the other closer to the ground. They moved in strange, unnatural ways, almost as if they were alive. Then, things took an even darker turn.
Literally standing right there, 370Z. I'm literally sitting there like this, just chilling, and then something behind me, I don't know. That noise is coming from over here more. That noise is literally coming from somewhere over here.
I really want to know what it is.
I don't know, that noise is definitely coming from over here somewhere. Oh, so what the fuck? Look at that!
That's that person. That's the person from last. Go. Get out of here, Bob.
Go, just dip. I don't know what the hell that was, bro.
Out of the shadows, a faint figure began to take shape. It looked like a person only, not quite. Terrified, Lucy bolted back to his car, heart pounding, unsure of what he'd just seen. To this day, the ghostly lights and the shadowy figure remain a disturbing mystery. While combing through footage from his trail cam, a Virginia hunter discovered something chilling and eerie. An almost translucent figure that resembles either a ghostly child or some unknown creature stalking the forest. Some skeptics chalk it up to moonlight playing tricks on the lens, but others? They're not so sure. Is this spine-tingling image actual proof of the paranormal? Or just a creepy coincidence captured at the perfect moment? While walking down an abandoned road in rural Japan, something strange suddenly caught his eye.
Okay, that's weird, right? Why is it moving?
Yeah. Can we go? Why is it doing
You guys
that?
not see that down there?
What?
Right
Shut
there.
up. I'm not gonna look.
There's nothing.
Okay, why is it still moving?
Can we go? I'm legitimately out running and getting out of here. I don't understand. I'm gonna look this up. And
Oh, maybe there's something. Wait.
Yeah,
still, no, it's not. It's cut there, so they shouldn't be, right? I don't know.
It wasn't windy. The forest was dead still, except for that one tree shifting unnaturally, like it was alive. He pulled out his phone to look it up. Nothing made sense. The movement didn't stop. Some nearby locals later said they'd never seen anything like it. Ever. One theory points to Kodama, ancient tree spirits from Japanese folklore said to dwell in strong, sacred forests. Others say it could be something more scientific, like unique oscillation frequencies or shifting roots triggered by subtle seismic tremors, which are common in Japan. But given how close they were to the infamous Aokigahara forest, known for its chilling past and eerie silence, no theory brought much comfort. The image of that lone twitching tree among a forest of stillness was enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Would you have kept walking? After a car accident, a man snapped a quick photo to document the damage. But when he later brightened the image to get a clearer look, he saw something that made his blood run cold. Sitting in the driver's seat, clear as day, was a terrifying figure with glowing eyes and a monstrous, twisted face. The image sent chills down the spines of those who saw it. Many believe it wasn't just a trick of the light, but a sinister spirit, perhaps even the cause of the crash. Strangely, this isn't the first time eerie entities have been spotted inside wrecked cars, leading some to wonder, are these supernatural forces hiding in plain sight waiting to strike? Allie stood exactly where they had buried the doll, Mary. The air was suffocating, thick with something unnatural, and there she was, Mary.
No way. Bro. There's like overgrowth on her and everything. She's right there. Mary's right there. Patty. What does that mean? What does Patty mean? She's gonna say one more thing and I'm getting out of here. Like, I don't feel safe here.
Her porcelain face peeked out from a blanket of overgrown weeds, as if the earth itself had tried and failed to silence her. She hadn't moved, yet somehow she was watching. Then came the whisper, Patty. Allie froze. That name. He didn't recognize it. Who was Patty? He glanced down. The soil was no longer untouched. It was torn, scraped, like something had clawed its way up from underneath. And just beneath the wind, a chilling sound floated into the background of the footage. Soft, echoing laughter, a child's cry, faint, haunting. Ally didn't hear it clearly, but deep down, he knew. Mary wasn't finished, and this time, he had to end her. For good. Silent 9mm posted a photo that's blowing minds, a gigantic footprint his mom found on their roof. The print, with 4 huge toes and an unusually large size, instantly sparked Bigfoot rumors. But here's the twist. Even if it were human, who walks barefoot on a roof? And the weirdest part? There was only one footprint, just a single, massive step, and nothing else. On December 24th, 2024, Reddit user +song2293 posted a captivating video that quickly stirred up a storm of curiosity. The footage shows a glowing orb gliding low over the mountains of Cali, Colombia. shimmering with lights as it moves through the sky.
Míralo acá, véngalo acá, rápido, míralo acá.
While some viewers dismissed it as a half-deflated mylar balloon catching the sunlight just right, others weren't so sure, sparking speculation that it might be something far more mysterious. Known for its breathtaking landscapes, Cali has now found itself at the center of the latest UFO buzz. While hiking deep in an isolated forest, one man stumbled upon a spine-chilling sight, scattered bones on the ground, with a single shoe still attached, giving the disturbing impression of human remains. But here's where it gets even creepier. The person who posted the photo never mentioned alerting the authorities, and no follow-up was ever shared. The eerie setting and total radio silence only fuel the mystery. But take a closer look, and something doesn't sit right. Are these human bones? Or did someone stage a cruel hoax, stuffing animal bones into a shoe just to terrify unsuspecting hikers? While caving with a group, one man found himself trapped in a terrifying predicament. As he ventured deeper into a narrow passage, he became wedged so tightly that he couldn't move no matter how hard he tried. The situation quickly worsened when water started pouring into the cramped space, rising steadily around him. Panic set in as he urgently shouted to his partner outside the passage for help. His partner, struggling against the current and the growing pressure, fought to free him, but it was no easy task. The water kept rising, and time was running out. After what felt like an eternity, with tension mounting and the water creeping higher, the partner managed to pull him out, saving him just in the nick of time. After a peaceful day of fishing, the man decided to stop by a nearby public restroom, but the moment he stepped inside, something jolted him.
Yo, what the f- What the? Bro. There's nobody in here.
The place was empty, not a soul in sight, just silence. He stood frozen, heart pounding. That scream he just heard, it was real. Too loud, too clear to be a trick of the mind, and yet, no one was there. A guy went out magnet fishing one afternoon expecting the usual pile of rusty junk, and for the most part, that's exactly what he got. But then, something strange surfaced. He dragged up an old knife, still tucked inside its weathered sheath, like it hadn't seen daylight in decades. Creepy, but nothing compared to what came next. On his final toss, he reeled in what looked like an ordinary stick, until he saw what was tied to it. A disturbingly lifelike doll, its face covered in needles, like some kind of twisted voodoo ritual piece. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, there was a small, transparent bag fastened to the doll's back. He had no idea what it was, but the whole thing gave him chills. Uneasy and spooked, he packed up and left in a hurry, only to realize he'd wandered into a nearby cemetery, alone, lost, and more terrified than ever. Thankfully, after what felt like forever, he managed to find his way out. Around 7:21 a.m., while photographing the still waters of the Thames, a Reddit user's brother's partner, an experienced photographer, captured something eerie. In the image, a faint human-like figure appeared in the water. She was adamant that no one was there when she took the shot. Had there been, she wouldn't have even pressed the shutter. At first, the photographer thought it might just be a duck or a swan. but both she and her partner confirmed no birds, no people, nothing was there. And yet, the strange figure lingered in the photo, unexplained. While exploring a beach in Kauai, a Reddit user and their friend Amber stumbled upon something unexpected. Right where Amber was standing, the sand sloped down into what looked like a sharp corner, almost like the edge of a buried wall, or possibly even a door?
Cool, so at the edge where Amber's feet are though, kind of, it goes into a, corner. A what, Amber? Corner. Like a corner? So we don't know if it's like a door or what, but we haven't found the end of it. And all we have is that shovel. And it's deep. We have is that shovel in our hands, and it's taking a while. We're trying to see if we see any writing on it or something. Nothing here. We need a big ass shovel. But this is pretty cool though, I mean. Yeah.
They couldn't find the end of it. All they had was a single shovel and determination. After hours of digging, the massive concrete structure still refused to reveal its bottom. As the sun began to set, they had to stop, leaving only a small part visible above the sand. No markings, no symbols, no clues, just a giant, mysterious object buried on the beach, its purpose and origin completely unknown. Got any theories? Drop them in the comments. We're dying to know what you think this could be. While hiking the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina, a woman paused to snap a quick photo of the morning fog illuminated by the rising sun. Everything seemed calm, quiet, even peaceful. But when she later looked at the picture, something chilling caught her eye. Through the mist, barely visible, was the silhouette of a figure standing alone on the trail. She was sure no one had been ahead of her. The path had been silent, deserted. So, who or what was out there that morning? This guy was exploring Pocomog Forest, one of the most haunted places in America, infamous for its eerie history of vanishings and unsolved murders. While filming and talking about the forest, he suddenly got that spine-tingling sensation, like he wasn't alone. Then, it happened.
Algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron?
Right behind him, something, or someone, seemed to be moving in the trees. He never turned around. He never found out what was lurking out there that day. And honestly, maybe that's what saved him. Late one night, deep in the Appalachian region, a woman and her child were startled by strange, unexplainable sounds echoing from their yard.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I only know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Curiosity tugged at her, but caution lingered in her mind. Still, she grabbed her phone and stepped outside. At first, nothing seemed out of place. But then, something caught her eye. The air around her felt heavy, like it was holding its breath.
I only know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Where did that skull go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the hell? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
Without waiting to learn more, she bolted back inside, slammed the door, and locked it tight. Had someone deliberately placed the skull there to scare her? Or was something far more sinister unfolding in the shadows of the Appalachians that night? While hiking deep in the mountains, this person stumbled upon something truly chilling, a forgotten clearing hidden far from any trail, filled with weathered graves dating back to the 1800s. Even more disturbing, most of the headstones belonged to children. Why were these graves placed in such a remote, isolated spot? And what tragic event could have claimed the lives of so many young souls all at once? While hiking the Appalachian Trail, a Reddit user stumbled upon something truly bizarre, a pair of wings, likely from a pileated woodpecker, tied together with fishing line. They weren't just discarded on the forest floor, they were fastened to a pine cone and wedged carefully into the trunk of a tree. It didn't feel like a random discovery, it felt deliberate. Was it part of some strange ritual? A warning left behind? The mystery was as unsettling as it was fascinating. While cruising through a forest trail on his bike, this man stumbled into something straight out of a nightmare, a booby trap.
Sérieux, une herse accrochée à un arbre, mais c'est quoi ce bordel? Ah putain, regardez-moi cette installation de fou, sérieux. Et merde! Non! Me dis pas que je suis filmé! Ah putain, allez, heureusement que j'ai toujours mes petits gadgets avec moi. Hop là! Viens par là, toi. Voilà, ça t'apprendra à me filmer. Putain. Sérieux, mais faut vraiment être un fou pour faire ce genre de piège. Hein. Putain. Bon, je vais vite couper ça. Ça évitera que quelqu'un d'autre se le prenne. Tic, voilà. Là, tu me feras plus chier. Ah. Oh putain. Allez.
Deliberately set up right on the path. The big question is, why would someone do this? Some believe he may have unknowingly ridden onto private property, and the trap was a cruel way to keep bikers out. That theory alone is chilling. Others think it was all staged for internet clout, a viral stunt gone too far. Let's hope that's the case, because sadly, this isn't the first time something this unsettling has happened in the woods. A Reddit user recently recounted a chilling experience from their friend's remote home in the Appalachian Mountains. A man had been staying there when things took a strange turn. For 3 nights in a row, at exactly 3:18 a.m., there were 3 distinct knocks on the front door each time, without fail. The dogs would erupt in a frenzy, barking at something unseen. And then, just as suddenly, everything would go dead silent. An overwhelming sense of being watched crept in, lingering even during the day. On the 3rd night, his friend decided to snap a photo outside. When they adjusted the lighting, the image didn't offer much clarity, but one thing was certain. There was something out there. Something watching. Something waiting. But what was it? Adrian Montenegro. 02 thought he was just capturing a wholesome family moment during a trip to the mountains near Monterrey, Mexico. The video shows a peaceful scene, someone gently swinging surrounded by nature. But when the family watched the footage later, they noticed something chilling. In the background, a pale, human-like figure can be seen lurking near the tree line, barely moving, almost like it was watching them, or hiding. Since the clip was posted, viewers have gone wild with theories. Some are convinced it's a skinwalker straight out of native folklore, while others believe it might just be a recluse or homeless person living off-grid. So what do you see an eerie legend come to life, or something more explainable? 4 friends ventured into the heart of a dense forest, drawn once again to a crumbling, long-abandoned castle, a place where, on a past visit, strange and chilling events had already shaken them. But this time, they came prepared. Flashlights in hand, cameras rolling, and a cross tucked into a backpack, just in case. The moment they crossed the threshold, everything changed. The air turned heavy, almost suffocating, pressing down on their chests. Goosebumps raced across their skin as a cold shiver snaked down each spine. They laughed it off at first, nervous jokes masking the growing tension, but something was undeniably wrong. As they explored the dark, echoing halls, the atmosphere thickened. Their unease turned to dread. Later, while reviewing the stairwell footage, they spotted what they'd missed in the moment. A shadowy figure lurking just beyond the corner, watching. Still, they pressed on, determined to reach the attic. That's when the whispers began. A woman's voice, soft and clear, drifting through the air like it was meant only for them. Shaken but alive, they made their way back to the car, only to glance back one final time. And there, staring from an attic window, were glowing yellow eyes, horned, unblinking, and burning through the darkness. They ran, fast. None of them have ever returned. And to this day, they still wonder, what did they really see in that castle? While wandering through the lonely back roads of West Texas, a man stumbled upon a sight that sent chills down his spine. In the distance, standing dead still on a deserted lease road, was a mysterious figure draped in a long white gown. Something about it felt deeply wrong, unnatural. As he cautiously approached, the figure vanished right before his eyes, dissolving into the air without a trace. It wasn't a statue. It wasn't a person. So what was it? While out walking his dog in the remote Appalachian woods near his home, a Reddit user stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. Driven by curiosity, he brought it back with him, but the stench was unbearable, and he quickly tossed it before his dog could get too close. Probably a wise move, because whatever it was didn't just smell foul, it looked evil. Was it some form of witchcraft, or something even darker? A few years back, a Reddit user took a peaceful solo stroll along the beach under the glow of a full moon. The night felt calm, serene, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But just recently, while revisiting a photo from that evening, they spotted something chilling. In the bottom right corner of the image lurked a dark, humanoid figure. The user swears no one else was nearby. Still, as unsettling as it is, there's always that slim chance it was just another person, right? A group of fishermen were stunned when they discovered a man calmly perched on a small floating patch in the middle of the ocean off the coast of Belize. Despite being stranded in a life-or-death situation, he radiated an eerie sense of calm as if he had all the time in the world. There were no signs of panic, no cries for help, just quiet composure in the face of danger. How he ended up there remains a mystery, but his surreal stillness is what truly left everyone speechless. Thankfully, rescuers reached him in time and brought him back to safety. But one question lingers. Who was this man? A family was enjoying a peaceful day by the shore, snapping a photo of their daughter to capture the moment. But when they looked at the picture, something was off. Behind her stood a strange, pitch-black shadow, unnaturally dark, with no clear source and nothing nearby that could have cast it. It wasn't just eerie, it felt wrong. A camera glitch or something far more unsettling. Back in 2022, a Reddit user posted a chilling photo from a fog-covered beach in Cape Cod. The image captured what looked like a figure rising straight out of the misty ocean and into the sky. It wasn't just fog or a weird lighting effect. It looked human, almost supernatural, too clear to be a coincidence. So what was it? A trick of the light, pareidolia, or something else entirely? During a chilling paranormal investigation at one of the most infamous haunted sites, something truly unsettling occurred. Out of nowhere, a metal rod levitated into the air, then crashed to the floor. It happened just behind the medium, sending a wave of shock through the entire team. Without wasting a second, they raced upstairs to check the footage, eager to uncover the truth. Was it just coincidence, or had a spirit just revealed itself? While out on a trip, this man checked his trail camera and what he found was chilling. For 3 nights straight, a tall, thin white figure appeared in the footage. The strangest part? The dogs didn't react at all. No barking, no growling, nothing. If it were a person or even an animal, wouldn't they have gone crazy? There was no pole, no tree, nothing that could have cast such a shape. So what was it? Paranormal activity or just an eerie trick of the light? You decide. While hiking through the eerie silence of Bell Island, Newfoundland, a place known for its long-abandoned iron ore mines, a traveler captured a series of photos. At first glance, everything looked normal, but later, one image brought them to a dead stop. In the frame stood a mysterious figure, appearing to wear an old miner's helmet, light and all. It wasn't a blur, it wasn't a bug, and according to the hiker, they were completely alone when the photo was taken. Could it have been another visitor hidden from view? A trick of sunlight through the trees? Or something else entirely, something that never left the mines? There's no second photo to double-check. No way to go back. Just that lingering, skin-prickling feeling that whatever it was, it didn't want to be forgotten. TikToker Carter Booth and his friend thought they were alone on their camping trip until they reviewed their footage. Hidden among the rocks, two mysterious figures were silently watching them. The eerie discovery left them deeply unsettled, shattering their sense of safety in the wild. In 2011, two campers were soaking in the beauty of Colorado's wilderness on what seemed like a perfect sunny day. But their peaceful trek took a terrifying turn when loud, unexplained banging sounds suddenly echoed around them. They froze, scanning the landscape for the source, but no matter where they looked, there was nothing. As if the mysterious noises weren't unsettling enough, just moments later, a massive earthquake rocked Colorado. It left everyone wondering, were those eerie sounds a chilling warning of what was about to come? A hunter in Pennsylvania set up a trail camera deep in the woods behind his van, hoping to catch footage of the local wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage later, he was horrified by what he saw. Instead of deer or raccoons, a lone figure dressed in a clown costume emerged from the darkness in the dead of night. Thankfully, the hunter wasn't harmed, but the chilling encounter nearly scared him out of his wits. TikToker Joe Fells, known for surprising his wife with adventurous trips, planned a remote camping getaway, but things took a terrifying turn.
Dodge Explorer.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that was shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night.
In the middle of the night, they discovered a rock placed next to their van, scrawled with the chilling message, "I will kill again." Shaken, they called the Forest Service, but got passed to the sheriff's office. Even the police seemed unsure how to handle it. While seeking help, they ran into a strange local who ominously hinted that nobody does anything out here without my approval, and he wasn't happy someone freelanced. Despite their fear, Felds and his wife returned to grab the rock, only to find another camper at their old spot. They warned him, and luckily, he was armed and unbothered. Before leaving, they thoroughly checked their van for hidden trackers, just in case they were being watched. What started as a simple trip turned into a real-life horror story. Sam recently shared jaw-dropping footage of a gorilla troop wandering into a human camp. With their heart pounding, a wildlife photographer managed to capture every intricate detail from the gorilla's curious expressions to their fascinating interactions. It's 1:40 in the morning and two friends are cruising down a deserted road. The darkness around them so thick the trees lining the sides are barely visible. Suddenly, something stirs in the shadows. Curious and a little uneasy, they pull over and aim their headlights into the woods.
I love cruising through here. We're going through the canyon. Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, I see
Thought I saw some shit. Nah, are you kidding me? Nah, nigga. Should we check it out? Nah.
Fucking make a ride, homie. Let's just see
Wait,
what's
what
up.
the
I see
fuck?
something over there.
Thought I saw something too. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, can you see that shit too?
That's a witch, nigga. That's still be thick.
Hey, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is that shit, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Out here, nigga. I'm not trying to get possessed.
At first, there's nothing, just silence and empty trees. But then, a figure slowly steps out from the dry brush, cloaked in black, hunched over, and clutching what looks like a walking stick. It creeps forward. One of the friends nervously jokes it might be a witch. Whether it's a twisted prank or something far stranger, one thing's clear. There's no good reason anyone should be wandering out here, alone, in the dead of night. Two friends shove a massive boulder off a cliff, expecting it to plunge straight down. Meanwhile, their third friend waits below, camera in hand, ready to capture the moment. But things take a terrifying turn.
Come on, you pussies! Oh shit! Oh! Oh! Holy shit!
Instead of falling straight, the boulder veers straight toward him. He has no time to move. Somehow, against all odds, he survives, but it's pure, heart-stopping luck. In May 2014, Malcolm Fox was enjoying a camping trip in Somerset West, South Africa, when he decided to hop on his bike for a casual ride. But what was supposed to be a peaceful outing quickly turned into a nightmare. After taking a wrong turn, Fox suddenly found himself face to face with danger.
That's all I got on me. I promise. That's all I got on me, I promise you. I won't mess around, I swear.
Footage from his GoPro captured the chilling moment. A man approached him aggressively, demanding that he hand over everything he had, but the robbers weren't finished. One thief made off with his bike while another frisked him at knife point, searching for anything else of value. What the attackers didn't realize, however, was that the entire encounter was being recorded. They never noticed the small GoPro on Fox's helmet. Thanks to the clear video evidence, authorities were able to track down and arrest the suspects. And remarkably, all of Fox's belongings were returned to him. A man walks alone down a deserted path, the trees closing in around him. Suddenly, he freezes, or someone is standing in the distance. Without warning, a blood-curdling scream rips through the air. Some viewers claim the scream sounds fake, but that doesn't explain the chilling presence of the white figure lurking ahead. A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo taken during a camping trip in the forest, claiming to have captured the elusive Mothman. The eerie image shows a dark, shadowy figure silhouetted against a bright sky, sparking heated debates among users. Some argue it's just an optical illusion or a case of pareidolia, while others are convinced it could be the real deal, a rare sighting of the mythical creature. While camping in Turkey, a group of friends stumbled upon something chilling. From the top of a distant hill, an eerie figure emerged, casting a haunting silhouette against the landscape.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu...
Allah merhaba. Nerede sanda?
Bir dakika. Nerede? Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm. Boynuzlara bak. Tamam işte. Ahmet bu boynuzlu şaş yapar bu Ahmet. Boynuzlu şaş yapar bak. Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şaş yapar, bu çok güçlü. Çok güçlü Ahmet, sakın panik yapma bak. Başına büyük bir sıkıntı gelebilir, sakın panik yapma bak. Görüyor musun? Şu an bize bakıyor. Ve şimdi bu neydi öyle? Çıktı bu ortaya. Bu tılsımla çıktı ortaya. Ama çok güçlü Ahmet. Var mı başka yerde?
As the video captures the unsettling sight, viewers can't help but wonder, is this a demonic entity lurking in the shadows, or could it simply be an animal? The mystery continues to send shivers down the spine. Jake Chairs recently turned to the internet for help unraveling a mystery. During a family camping trip, a relative snapped a photo of Jake walking up a hill, but when they looked closer, they noticed something chilling. Right beside him were two transparent figures trailing closely behind. Jake insists no one else was around, and at the time, nothing felt out of the ordinary. So, what exactly did the camera capture? While the family was enjoying a stay at their cabin in California, their trail camera captured something chilling. As the homeowner rummaged through the trunk of his car, a ghostly figure emerged from the woods behind him. The figure, eerily human-like, crept closer, crouched low behind the car, and then vanished without a trace. Unaware of the haunting presence just feet away, the homeowner carried on as if nothing had happened. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that night that the true horror sank in and it left him shaken. A group of friends was enjoying a camping trip when they decided to take a swim in the ocean. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal, just another refreshing dip. But suddenly, panic broke out on the shore. His friends started frantically shouting for him to get out fast. They had spotted something he hadn't. Confused and scared, he swam harder, desperate to reach safety. That's when he saw it. A massive shark gliding through the water just feet away from him. Miraculously, he made it out unharmed, but it was a swim he would never forget. Lucky Beautiful Tafunton83 recently shared a chilling experience from a haunted house tour at Plasteg in North Wales. While exploring the Eerie estate with her cousin and father, she kept her phone at the ready, hoping to capture any supernatural activity. Suddenly, through her camera lens, she spotted a pale figure lurking behind a tree, causing her to freeze in terror. But when she looked up with her own eyes, the figure had vanished without a trace. She also noted that the road outside the mansion has a dark reputation, often linked to strange hauntings and a string of car accidents, fueled by the legend of the Grey Lady. Although Plasteg is now closed to the public, she admits she's still eager and a little nervous to return to the haunted grounds. A Reddit user, curious but skeptical, decided to camp overnight at the infamous Skinwalker Ranch, a hotspot for paranormal activity. Even during the day, they couldn't shake an eerie feeling that clung to the air. But as night fell, the tension thickened. Suddenly, they heard branches snapping just outside their tent. Grabbing their phone to use as a flashlight, they caught a glimpse of something unsettling lurking at the edge of the darkness. The chilling sounds and shadowy figure were enough to send them packing in a panic. Did they come face to face with something not of this world? While on a camping trip, Reddit user Devour Hearts shared a photo that left their family stunned. Their parents had been driving along gravel roads, frequently stopping to snap shots of anything that caught their eye. One photo revealed something chilling: a white silhouette of a woman standing near a barn. At first glance, it looked like an overexposed figure captured by accident, but according to the Redditor, no one was there when the photo was. Olive for Life recently took a solo trip to the infamous Hamstead House in Connecticut, and what they captured has left the internet buzzing. In the photo, a faint, eerie figure can be seen, sparking debate. Is it a genuine ghost sighting or just a clever camera trick? Given Hamstead House's long-standing reputation for ghost stories, the image feels all the more chilling. Some viewers are convinced it's real proof of the supernatural, while skeptics argue it's just an illusion. As for Olive, they believe they may have photographed the spirit of a young colonial girl still lingering within the historic home. While hiking on Vashon Island, this man stumbled upon something truly bizarre. A tree that had grown around an abandoned bicycle. Over the years, the tree slowly swallowed the bike, lifting it high off the ground as it expanded. Imagine how incredible it would have been to watch a time-lapse of nature's slow but unstoppable takeover. While hiking near an old cemetery in Indonesia, a man decided to set up a trail camera, hoping to catch some wildlife. But when he later reviewed the footage, he found something he couldn't explain. In the dead of night, a strange figure dressed in white emerged, gliding eerily through the darkness. Without warning, it paused, then shot straight up into the sky, disappearing in an instant. Some swear it was a ghost, while others dismiss it as an elaborate hoax. Yet to this day, no one has been able to explain what happened that night. A Reddit user recently shared a bone-chilling experience from a late-night visit to the Eerie Pioneer West Tower during the height of the COVID lockdown. At around 1 a.m., they snapped a photo of the 19th century structure, only to later spot something deeply unsettling. A faint, human-like figure lurking near a tree. What makes it even more disturbing? Just behind the apparition lies a forgotten graveyard, the final resting place of pioneers who died building the tower. But the story doesn't end there. The memory still haunts the user, especially after a close friend who was with them that night passed away unexpectedly just 1 year later. A group of friends on a trip to Alaska snapped a photo to remember the moment and later posted it on Reddit. According to the original poster, everyone present was accounted for when the picture was taken. But when they zoomed in on the background, they noticed something deeply unsettling. A pale gray face with glowing eyes staring back at them. One commenter tried to rationalize it, suggesting it might be a piece of gear with reflective buttons that just happened to look like a face. That sounds logical, except that the Redditor wasn't convinced. They claimed they checked all their equipment right after spotting the anomaly and found nothing that could explain the eerie figure. So, was it just a trick of the light? Or did they unknowingly capture something not of this world? On July 12, 2023, a group of backpackers was scaling the steep trails of China's Ham Mountain when disaster nearly struck. Just 2 meters from the ground, one woman lost her grip and slipped. In a heart-stopping moment, she plummeted only to be caught just in time by fellow hikers below, narrowly escaping serious injury. The close call has sparked serious concern among the mountain's facility managers, who are now considering shutting down that particular route. In its place, they're recommending a safer alternative trail to ensure future adventurers can enjoy the climb without risking their lives. While driving home from a remote mountain area, a Reddit user decided to snap a quick photo to share with friends later. But when they looked at it more closely, something caught their eye. A strange, eerie figure near an old house. Was it a trick of the light? Someone caught mid-motion? Or something far more unsettling? Whether it was a supernatural presence or just an oddly timed shot, one thing's for sure. The photo left them with more questions than answers. Reddit user Lucky Beautiful Thoughts 2083 recently shared a chilling experience from a haunted house tour at the Eerie Teg Mansion in North Wales. While exploring the grounds with her cousin and father, she kept her phone ready, hoping to catch a glimpse of something supernatural. And then, it happened. Through her camera lens, she spotted a pale, ghostly figure lurking behind a tree. Frozen in fear, she lowered her phone to look with her own eyes, only to find the figure had vanished. She later explained that the road outside the mansion has a dark reputation, known for frequent hauntings and mysterious car accidents, including the legend of the Grey Lady. Though Teg is now closed to the public, she admits she's still eager to return and uncover more of its haunted secrets. Around 5 a.m., a Reddit user's security camera captured something truly eerie. The motion sensor was triggered by what looked like a ghostly figure gliding into view. Some Redditors claim it's a full-body apparition, while others think there's a more logical explanation. The clip is grainy and short, leaving room for speculation, but seriously, what else could it be? A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo from their backpacking trip deep in the forest. At first glance, it seemed like nothing, until the group took a closer look and felt a cold shiver crawl down their spines. The eerie figure captured in the photo wasn't part of their group, and no one remembered seeing her during the hike. Call it a glitch, a ghost, or just a trick of the light. But I don't know about you, that's not a bug. A Reddit user recently posted a spine-chilling video of a group of boys hiking at night. As they made their way down a dark, forested trail, they spotted something unsettling.
Tollison? You're not cold? You're crazy, my guy. You scaring people like that.
Yeah, it's just energy, bro.
Just get out, bro. Just get out.
Fucking drugs brought you here, my nigga.
My nigga's naked.
Oh, shit!
Oh!
A man standing motionless in a freezing river. He just stood there, eerily still, as if he belonged to the darkness around him. Suddenly, without warning, the man began walking toward them. Panic set in. The boys bolted, their laughter quickly turning into terrified screams. Was it just an odd encounter with someone who didn't mind the cold? Or was there something much darker lurking beneath the surface? 4 years ago, a Reddit user known as Swedish Blueberries posted a seemingly ordinary photo from a night out in the park with a friend. The image, originally shared on Instagram, went unnoticed at first, until a friend left a comment that sent chills down everyone's spine. Upon closer inspection, they noticed something odd in the background, a mysterious figure. Initially, they thought it might be a ghost, but the user quickly admitted that given their alcohol-fueled state at the time, it could just as easily have been a person. What makes the photo even more unsettling is the fact that the figure appears to be completely unclothed, leaving everyone to wonder, was it a real person or something far more supernatural? A Reddit user shared an intriguing photo with an eerie twist. His friend, a former U.S. Army soldier, had married a Korean woman while stationed in South Korea back in 2002. Fast forward a decade, and the couple decided to revisit the Camp Casey area. During their trip, they snapped some photos, but one shot stood out for an unusual reason. In the upper left corner of the picture, a mysterious figure resembling a soldier could be seen standing. The couple was baffled as no one was around when the photo was taken. Was it a glitch, or could it be something far more chilling? The ghost of a fallen soldier, still wandering the grounds. A young woman was out for her usual late-night walk in the woods with her dog, enjoying the calm of the dark, quiet path. As she strolled along, she casually shifted the camera to the side. Then, out of nowhere, it happened.
Come on.
Standing next to a tree, barely visible in the darkness, was a shadowy figure in dark clothing, just watching her. Her dog seemed to sense something off long before she did, abruptly halting and staring intently in the figure's direction, its hackles raised. Unaware of the danger, she urged Bruce forward, but when the camera swung back, the figure had vanished without a trace. They continued their walk, but after seeing the footage, it's hard to imagine her venturing back into those woods anytime soon. A family was out hiking in the wilds of Australia, excited to wrap up their adventure and head home. But as they approached their car, one of them reached for the door handle until something caught their eye just in time. Tucked right inside the handle, casually chilling, was a massive furry Huntsman spider. Thankfully, they spotted it before making contact. While a Huntsman bite isn't usually life-threatening, it's far from pleasant, bringing on intense pain and swelling. Moral of the story? In Australia, always double-check your door handles. 2 American tourists were soaring over the stunning landscape of Mendoza, Argentina, when disaster suddenly struck mid-air. Realizing something was off, the pilot immediately made a bold decision to attempt an emergency landing. But things quickly took a turn for the worse. The helicopter flipped sideways in a heart-stopping crash. Miraculously, everyone walked away without serious injury, no hospital visits required. But the terrifying experience? It left a mark that won't be forgotten anytime soon. A Reddit user shared a wild story about being outside near their house with their dad when they noticed something strange happening in the sky. Freaked out, they were hoping for answers before lightning struck their house.
Wow. Can you explain that again since I'm filming?
This lightning's been going on for like a half an hour, just like it is, just one after another, after another, after another. I don't hear any thunder or anything. It's just a lot of lightning going on.
Do you guys happen to know what this could be? Cause we sure as heck don't. And
could this just be a regular thunderstorm? Or is something bigger about to unfold? Does anyone have an explanation? A man was walking home alone. Everything seemed perfectly normal until something unsettling happened. For nearly 20 minutes, this eerie laughter echoed through the trees, growing louder and more sinister as if something or someone was drawing nearer. It started about 200 feet away, then 300. The man was left frozen, unsure of what he was hearing. Was it just some wild animal? Or could it have been something far more terrifying? Something cryptid? No one knows for sure. A doorbell camera at a remote forest cabin has captured something truly eerie. Take a look at this footage. In the clip, you can just make out a shadowy figure riding a horse. At least that's what it looks like. Some say it's a supernatural apparition, while others argue it's just a camera glitch. But here's where things get even stranger. Another animal appears, completely different from the first shadowy figure, right beside it. So, what exactly did this camera catch? While out on a birthday hunting trip, the celebration took a chilling turn. Deep in the forest, they spotted something that still haunts their memories. A dark figure standing eerily still across the road, silently watching them. It didn't move, didn't flinch, just stared. After scouring the internet for answers, they found nothing that matched what they saw. No legends, no local lore, nothing. So, they gave it a name themselves, the Ghoul. What or who they encountered that day remains a terrifying mystery. While scouting a wooded area for a potential hunting spot, Reddit user CakeTheLegend69 was snapping a few photos, just a casual exploration. But when she reviewed the images later, something chilling stood out. A shadowy figure lingering in the distance. What made it even more unsettling? Every member of her group was behind her at the time, exploring different parts of the forest. So, whoever or whatever that was, it wasn't one of them. Things got even creepier when they learned the forest once held an old logging town that mysteriously vanished without a trace. All that remains are 13 forgotten graves with weathered headstones, slowly being swallowed by time. The eerie photo left people wondering, had she captured something paranormal on camera? Or is there a more rational explanation lurking beneath the mystery? A Reddit user recently shared a spine-tingling trail cam photo that's sending chills down the internet's spine. The image shows two eerie, human-like figures seemingly hovering above the forest floor, an unsettling sight that locals claim are the infamous tree people, ghostly apparitions said to haunt the woods. Known for its long history of paranormal activity, the area's haunted reputation only deepens the mystery behind this haunting capture. Reddit user Sagfo captured a spine-tingling moment during a late-night walk through the forest just after 2 a.m. In the eerie clip he shared, unsettling screams echo through the trees. Listen closely. Are they the cries of a wild animal, a desperate person, or something even more terrifying? Whatever it was, it sent Sago running for his life, and he's sworn off nighttime forest walks for good.